basketball program here at IMG Academy is so unique to anywhere else in the world.
IMG has claimed the Geico National Championship.
We've had 7 McDonald's All-Americans in the last 3 years. IMG is first and foremost a developmental academy. We have players from middle school all the way up to our post-grad program. We are sending a high percentage of our boys on to play in college, whether it's Division I, II, or III. Our commitment and the amount of time that we put into each individual to have them grow to be the best player that they can be is something that you can't find anywhere else.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. Gatorade has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help replenish, so you can count on the proven formula. Nothing beats Gatorade.
IMG Academy.
IMG Academy.
IMG Academy.
IMG Academy in Bradenton isn't your average team. They're going to one of the most revered and at times resented programs in the country.
IMG claimed the Geico National Championship.
2020 NBA Draft, Josh Green.
Last year felt like during the year we were never able to gain ground. And I didn't think we hit our stride fully as a group until the season ended and everybody was healthy and we got the invite to Geico, and the 5 practices before we sent them home for spring break, which we thought was spring break and then bring them back, which actually turned into the entire year. And I was really pumped up about our draw, and I really thought that we could do something special leading into Geico. God has its way of working itself out, and coronavirus hit and everybody went home.
So not being able to go home and staying on campus during the summer, I ain't gonna lie to you, it was tough, man. I said it again and again, but it was tough because, it's just not something that a lot of people do, man. Just stay on campus by yourself with no family around. You practically by yourself on the campus. You just know you got the gym, man, and that's just where I just found myself, man. That's where I reside. Me and my teammate, Josh was a boy.
I don't think that there's any other kids that I've ever met in the entirety of my time that would be able to do what they did. So they were quarantined from March, middle of March, all the way through. I was bringing them in deodorant, toothpaste, food, whatever they needed, we tried to do as best we possibly could. They knew what they had. They had food, they had a place to sleep, and they had a gym, right? And they were able to work on their bodies. If you take it into this year, they were not able to leave for Thanksgiving as well. They will not leave for Christmas. It's a long time without seeing any family, and a long time for the most part without seeing the outside world. And again, I don't think anybody else could be able to accomplish what they did. Before the guys were to come to campus, we told them 2 things were going to happen. 1, we're going to play games. 2, if we get shut down, we have the ability to close the doors, train you at a high level, and still be able to play multiple teams here on campus. There's a lot of kids, in the country right now that are not able to do so. And we let them know that they're privileged to be able to go out and play, right? In the midst of a pandemic, they're still able to, with all the precautions, go out there and test themselves. And they know that, they recognize it, and they appreciate it, and I think that's why they're a hungry group because of it.
Getting my team back and my teammates, man, really excited, of course. I think that our group is really special, and we can do great things.
Eric Daly for the slam, and he gets one.
Being back after COVID brought a lot of excitement to my eyes, and basketball was taken away from us for 5-6 months. This year's team dynamic is pretty good. Everybody has a great chemistry, a lot of unselfish players on this team.
Diabate able to get the interception, has Tamar Bates. Bates looking for the slam again, and a repeat.
Team goal is we want to win a national championship. We'll never have that conversation again. We will never talk about it. We've just put together a format in which you've got to win each individual day. And if you do that, then come game day, it's easy. That's just a 32-minute test, right? The 24 hours in a day is what you have to win. End goal is obviously to win it. We'll never have a conversation about that again. We're going to find out if we're positively going in the right direction, each of them as a man, and then as a unit. And if we do that, then I think good things can happen for the group.
You ever have that day? You know, that day, that very moment, you got better. Your better got better. What if that day was every day?
Welcome to the Bradenton area, where the easy pace of island life comes naturally in this coastal playground with endless white sand beaches, stunning natural preserves, relaxing vibes all around, and it's a seafood lover's paradise. Stay a while to explore downtown Bradenton with top-rated attractions and a friendly community set along the Bradenton Riverwalk. Come lose yourself in the sun-drenched Gulf Coast of Florida and change your reality in the Bradenton area. Learn more at BradentonGulfIslands.com.
The academic programs at IMG Academy are designed to be complementary to our athletic programs, but our goal is to be admitted and successful at the nation's most select institutions. The competition that's out on the field or on the court turns over into the classroom where students are looking to push themselves. Each year, we generally feature National Merit Scholars, AP Scholars, the Service Academies, the Ivy Leagues, elite academic D3 institutions, and everywhere in between. Ultimately, we want to provide the best fit for each of our student athletes. The academic program has 3 tracks. First and foremost is our college preparatory track. Then we have a full honors track beginning in 8th grade. And then lastly, we have AP courses for our most academically competitive students. Over the last few years, the academic program has grown both in its physical size, as we recently added 30,000 square feet for increased number of classrooms, a dedicated English as a second language space, 2 hands-on engineering labs, as well as a broadcast TV studio space.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to IMG Academy, Friday night basketball powered by Under Armour, where today it's the Ascenders taking on the Golden Eagles out of Naples High School. Thrilled to have you with us, everybody. I'm Drew Felios. This should be a premier matchup here tonight. Naples will wear the dark uniforms out on the court right now, getting ready to start this game. They're an up-tempo club, hoping to force that tempo on the Ascenders here tonight. IMG comes in unbeaten on the season. And a star-studded lineup for the boys in white. IMG will start on defense, and we are ready to get rolling. Naples coming off a win over Charlotte on Wednesday, and the Ascenders coming off back-to-back wins, one against Tampa Catholic and the other against Sarasota Riverview. Ball thrown away, and IMG has it. Spoke to Coach Sean McAloon earlier today, and he talked about how the Ascenders really got to focus on the defensive end of the floor. Ball stolen, and on the other end, it's tipped out of bounds. It'll belong to Naples. You see Jarris Walker there trying to hustle back to defend. Did a nice job not allowing those points. So Jaden Bradley in the starting lineup tonight. Eric Daly as well. That's stolen away. And now Diabate leading the charge. Put back up and in by Tamar Bates, the Texas commit for IMG. Again, I mentioned how the Golden Eagles want to push the ball up the court. You saw it right there from Max Yeomans. This team likes to score in the high 70s and in the 80s, night in and night out. Good passing to the open guy. It's Bates. He can't hit. And the follow-up is just off by Walker. Devin Moore handling for Naples. The football star has it poked away. Nice drive to the rim and a throwdown by Moussa Diabate. He's got that great first step and just tremendous range as a player. Number 14, Moussa Diabate. So versatile as well for the Ascenders. This one put up, missed badly, and now rebounded by Diabate. Diabate's got such great hands. Now Bradley kicks it out from the corner, just off from Daly, and out of bounds to IMG. And IMG coming in with a perfect 9-0 record. Those wins over Tampa Catholic and Riverview by over 30 points, as that's an easy bucket from Jarris Walker. Naples tries to hurry up down court, and the Golden Eagles will now set it up. Naples 12-1, so they've only got one loss on the year. They understand the challenge that awaits them here tonight. Coach McAloon, ball tipped out right in front of him. And the Golden Eagles now inbound it. Defender falls down. Humans freed up, and he knocks down the three. So Naples on the board, and Max Humans, the sparky sharpshooter. Great defensive player for the Golden Eagles, scores first. IMG on the break, and it leads to the dunk. Diabate beating everyone down the court. Now it's Lord, that fast break. I'm telling you, folks, we could see a game tonight easily with both teams in the hundreds. Naples want to play end-to-end constantly. There's the lob. It's poked away. As Eric Daly went up for the Ascenders, and now Jed Howard will check in for IMG. And Jarris Walker comes to the bench. Now, both teams like to play up tempo. I think Naples, though, has to play up tempo. IMG can win playing any tempo they choose. Eric Daly, oh my! Left-handed stuff. And one for the highlight reel as that one's knocked away. And the ball will belong to Naples. We'll have a warning here. Garrett Hull, the head coach of Naples, out of the coach's box. And the official points him back in the proper spot. And let's take one more look here. Oh! Eric Daly, one of the top 30 players in the country in the class of 2022. Here's more defense. Green able to get it back. Tries to power it up. And now Tony Green will go to the line to shoot. It's a very talented Naples team. Hard to believe that the guy at the line, Tony Green, is the only one that has been offered a basketball scholarship. But here he is. Very smooth player. Everything he does sort of effortless. And the school that is offering him, Coppin State, has already bid for his services, and he's likely going to get a few more of those as well. Again, he is a senior. Just underway here at IMG, Ascenders and Golden Eagles, and a 10-7 game. Take the baseline. Try and power it up and draw the foul. That's Moussa Diabate with free throws. Zach Johnson gets up off the bench for Naples. And here is Moussa, one of the seniors and a true leader on this Ascenders team. Likely McDonald's All-American as well. just the complete package. Second free throw good, and we've got a 4-point game. Quick passing, here's Johnson. Tried the back door. Naples will continue to work it. Duclona left open for a moment and boarded by Diabate. Diabate gets it quickly down court. Another lob. This one thrown a little bit too high. And it'll stay the Ascender's ball. Mentioned all the blowouts that IMG has been a part of so far this year. Their closest games, 7-point margins, and they won them both. Beat Calvary in Fort Lauderdale by a 69-62 score. And then Word of God out of Raleigh, 76-69. And substitution now as Ezra Asor comes in and he replaces Musa Diabate. And we got an offensive foul. So they're going to get Daly this time as he tried to back his way in. And it's still an 11-7 game. Of course, COVID protocol in effect here at IMG. Fans wearing masks, scouts wearing masks as well. Still no shortage of enthusiasm about Ascender basketball. Long ball, Asor came up with it, and he draws the foul and he'll shoot two. Ezra Asor. Noah Batchelor gets up off the bench for the Ascenders. Humans checks in, and so does Theork. So Bentley Theork of Naples will see his first action. Mentioned my conversation with Coach McAloon before the game. He said that his team, although they are 9-0, yet to play a complete basketball game. Let's see if we can see that here tonight. Talking about 32 minutes, never letting up. Although he is so pleased with the effort of his young men up until now. And it's clearly shown in that 9-0 mark. Fast break and trying to stop. Traveling called on Batchelor. Well, full court man-to-man here by the Ascenders. Gus Yalden right now defending the point. This is Devin Moore. Moore's a football guy, big interest from Miami and Florida State. He is a tremendous athlete as that one's boarded by Alden. And now this is Jaden Bradley. Bradley, a little quiet thus far. Dumps it off. Asor. And now on the deck is Batchelor. That's the type of hustle Coach McAloon wants to see. Naples trying to bust out and a lay-in. So the Golden Eagles able to make a play. It's Jonas Duclona. Duclona is that guy that comes in off the bench to spark Naples. So when he comes in, they usually play with a little bit extra swing in their step. That's what's happening right now. Asor, tried to go in, missed the dunk. This is Duclona stepping through. Contact there, and the Ascenders come up with it. They'll try and hit back quickly. Yalden saves it. Oh, well done. Put up and in. And IMG gets a bucket from Jet Howard. So Jet Howard's first field goal of the night. Jet Howard, of course, the son of the great Jawan Howard. now the head coach at the University of Michigan. Good hands that time, and now Bradley comes up with it. Ascenders want to run. This is Batchelor, had it poked away. Oh, looked like a foul there. Official didn't call it. Theork, he missed the layup. And we're going up and down right now. Powered right up. Gus Yalden does just that, and the bench goes crazy. But you got to get back on defense. What kind of pace are we seeing right now? Jonas DeClona, that last point for Naples. 16-9 as the first quarter comes to a close. Drew Felios with you from IMG, and a 5-second call now. So a 5-point game, 16-11. And I'll tell you what, both these teams sucking a little bit of wind right now. We have been going up and down the court. Now it's Theork. Let's see if Naples tries to hold for the last shot here. Well played first quarter by the Golden Eagles. They just want to try and hang in with IMG and have a shot late. Yeomans, and now Green share it. Green nearly lost it. A good defense right here by Asor. Tipped away. Great play by Ezra. Trying to get a hand on it, though. Batchelor can't pick it up off the deck. Final seconds now, and a heave from half court, just off. Good attempt that time from Yeomans. Probably could have taken another few dribbles, and that's how our first quarter comes to a close. 16-11, IMG Academy leads Naples high. Friday night basketball brought to you by Under Armour. Welcome back to IMG. Friday night basketball brought to you by Under Armour. Drew Felios here. Zach Ritchie right next to me. Logan Butler, Justin Hamilton on our cameras here tonight. We got a good one. 16-11. Ascenders lead the Golden Eagles. IMG goes inside and then outside. Spotting up. Oh, a good look from Yalden. He couldn't hit it. Now a fast break. That's what they do best. Tony Green lays it in. So important tonight for Naples to exert their speed on IMG if they want to have a chance. Put it right back up, and Yalden, they're going to take away the field goal here. Gus Yalden has been getting up and down, the big man playing inspired basketball here thus far. 16-13. And this one goes atop the backboard. It'll belong to the team in white. So the Ascenders came in tonight with a focus on defense. We saw some really good examples of that in the first quarter. Baseline now from Batchelor. Oh, nice lay-in from Yalden. Did a good job catching and shooting quickly, and it's 18-13. Yeomans can't hit. Good board by Walker. Walker down on the other end. Batchelor tried the reverse layup and was challenged at the rim. A big key tonight for IMG on defense. They cannot allow the penetration. Coach McAloon really stressed that. Got to keep those Naples guards out of the lane. They can really wreak some havoc. Now it's Tony Green. Quick first step. Gets in the lane and misses the shot. Batchelor, a nice rebound. Noah Batchelor, the Maryland, D.C. area product. Ezra with that baseline lay-in. And Ezra Asur, after his bucket, will call a timeout. Naples will talk things over. 20-13 is your score. So really good basketball we're seeing thus far from both teams. IMG, again, looking to tighten the screws a little bit on defense and also looking to get everybody involved here tonight. Sometimes after the holidays, legs can be just a little bit weary. Well, we're not seeing that here so far from IMG, nor from Naples. Tonight's broadcast, of course, brought to you by Under Armour, proud sponsor of IMG Academy. And thrilled to be with you here tonight, filling in for my man, Ryan Sudol. Ryan, if you're watching at home, we miss you here down in sunny Florida, but tell you what, it's really cold here today coming into the complex. Tony Green, and now Naples slow things down and set it up. Now it's Devin Moore, guarded by Yalden. Whip the ball around quickly. Nice job with the left hand to get in the lane, but couldn't hit the shot. And Yalden able to come away with it. Yalden just doing a little bit of everything out there right now. Jet Howard, Bates, and now Howard. This is Walker, tough take. 2 free throws. Darius Walker misses the first free throw. Well, you physically watch this young man play, and he just gets bigger and better every single outing. He's a top 15 player in the class of 2022. Talking with the coaching staff before the game, they kind of compare him to Larry Johnson, the former UNLV product, who of course went on to play for the Charlotte Hornets. Great player in the NBA, as well as college basketball, playing for Jerry Tarkanian back in the day. Line change now coming in for the Ascenders. Diabate checks in, so does Bates, and so does Eric Daly Jr. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it'll belong to Naples. Only loss for Naples on the season was to Barron Collier. Other than that, 12 victories. Quick pass, and a shot taken. Walker comes away with it, now tries to race down to the other end. Naples gets back quickly, though. Extra pass, Diabate along the baseline. What a stuff. Moussa Diabate. Oh, yeah. Here's Walker now, stepping through, putting it up on the reverse layup, and he'll draw a foul. Diabate, I am telling you, just continues to do things that we don't think he can do. Such a gamer. Second trip to the line now for Walker. All of the IMG players, of course, so incredibly skilled. But this is one thing that I'm telling you guys, you cannot get enough of: free throws. Because late in games, they are the difference at this level and at the next level, and the level after that. As we should see several of these guys wearing NBA uniforms in some time. 23-13. Largest lead, IMG with the steal. Walker! Tomahawk slam. Naples starting to show some signs of cracking here. Ascenders have put the clamps on them, and now we got a foul. Offensive foul, they're going to get Moussa Diabate. Say he came up, set an illegal screen that time. So IMG right now sitting on a 13-point lead. Naples has not had a field goal here in quite some time. Midway through quarter number 2, the passing all of a sudden a little bit sloppy from the Golden Eagles. And that's the thing about the IMG defense. It just kind of wears on you. As right now, Naples, their heads are spinning just a little bit. And all those easy things like passing and dribbling become hard all of a sudden. Another turnover. Bradley comes away. This is Bates. Would have counted if it had gone down. He draws the foul. Eric Daly checks in. Another look at Tamar Bates, the Texas commit. And the lefty now to the line to shoot free throws. Got such a smooth stroke. That's number 2, Tamar Bates. Headed to Austin, Texas. So many great college towns throughout the United States, but Austin, Texas, I think maybe among the best. It's a great atmosphere there in the Lone Star State. They're going to love this young man, Tamar Bates. 2 free throws good. And it's now 28-13, IMG over Naples. Drew Felios with you tonight, filling in for Ryan Sudol. Diabate comes away with the miss, and now it's Walker. Big dry spell continues for Naples. Oh, the lay-in from Walker. Went to the little reverse. Got in the lane, put it away. Naples comes right back. And we're going to have free throws there on the other end. So Theork able to draw the foul, as Assur will check in now for IMG. See Coach McAloon there, always teaching. Assignment basketball so important. As Bentley Theork steps up to the line. Tell you what, this guy at the line, Theork, he is a player, so explosive. In the last game for Naples, it was a win over Charlotte, and Bentley Theork dished out 11 assists in that game. Off on the free throws, though. Naples has been stuck on 13 for a long time. And now contact on Diabate. IMG started a little bit slow, but they have owned the second quarter. Devin Moore checks in. Eric Daly will inbound. Fade away. And this one goes off the glass. Walker didn't look like the best shot when he took it, but great body control, able to follow through on it and get it to go. 32-13, a 19-point advantage now for the Ascenders. Step back now near the baseline. That one goes down. That's a much-needed bucket for Tony Green and Naples. Now the full court press. Left alone, other end, Eric Daly. Three-pointer on the way. This one goes down as Tony Green lights it up. IMG now will run. They're content to play at Naples' pace. They definitely have the athletes and the stamina to do it. They're kind of just sitting back and saying, hey, bring it on. Oh, nice take. That was tremendous from Theork. And now timeout. Coach McAloon wants to talk it over with IMG. And he'll do a little more of that teaching as well with Jet Howard. 34-18. IMG leads Naples. Make it 34-20 after that last bucket. Broadcast tonight powered by Under Armour. And I gotta say, guys, my first trip ever here to the campus at IMG. What a facility for these young athletes to hone their skills on the court and in the classroom as well. COVID protocol in effect down here in Manatee County, and this team just continues to get better and better. Seeing really strong performances so far from Walker, number 25. Also Bradley, number 0. Tamar Bates has pitched in. Musa Diabate, I think if we had to say there was a player a game up to now, it would be Diabate. And Gussie Alden's done some nice work off the bench. But the second quarter owned by the home team, as Walker will inbound it. Here with 1:36 left to play in the first half. Walker punches it down low. Diabate, the drop step. Just having his way down there right now. Ball knocked away again. Ascenders running. Nice distribution. Couldn't finish though, but Diabate ends up with it. Tell you what, he's got such great hands. Anytime that ball is loose, he just sucks it up and he knows what to do with it. Under a minute now left to play in the first half. $18-point lead. Yeomans will pull it out, and now Theork will size up things. Again, man-to-man defense by the Ascenders. Every inch of the court covered. Contact there and a foul. So Devin Moore is going to get free throws here. So this is Devin Moore. Told you about his football future. Recruited by Miami and Florida State. And Moore's a defensive back on the gridiron. Here on the hard court, he's a defensive player. He's a rebounder. He plays basketball like a football player usually does. Very hard nose. Very physical as well. Now Diabate tried to take it inside traffic. Had it knocked away. Good break from Naples. And putting it up and in is Moore. 38-23, 15-point lead. Final seconds of this first half. Bates rushes down court, trying to free up a shot. Howard, oh, gets it to go at the buzzer. So Jett Howard able to hit the three, and that's how we end the first half, 41-23. IMG with the lead over Naples High. First half in the books here from Manatee County. This is Friday Night Basketball brought to you by Under Armour. Second half coming up in just a few minutes.
Our basketball program here at IMG Academy is so unique to anywhere else in the world.
IMG has claimed the Geico National Championship.
We've had 7 McDonald's All-Americans in the last 3 years. IMG is first and foremost a developmental academy. We have players from middle school all the way up to our post-grad program. We are sending a high percentage of our boys on to play in college, whether it's Division I, II, or III. Our commitment and the amount of time that we put into each individual to have them grow to be the best player that they can be is something that you can't find anywhere else.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. Gatorade has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help replenish, so you can count on the proven formula. Nothing beats Gatorade.
IMG Academy.
IMG Academy.
IMG Academy. IMG Academy in Bradenton isn't your average team. They're going to one of the most revered and at times resented programs in the country.
IMG claimed the Geico National Championship.
2020 NBA Draft, Josh Green.
Last year felt like during the year we were never able to gain ground. And I didn't think we hit our stride fully as a group until the season ended and everybody was healthy and we got the invite to Geico, and the 5 practices before we sent them home for spring break, which we thought was spring break and then bring them back, which actually turned into the entire year. And I was really pumped up about our draw, and I really thought that we could do something special leading into Geico. God has its way of working itself out, and coronavirus hit and everybody went home.
So not being able to go home and staying on campus during the summer, I ain't gonna lie to you, it was tough, man. I said it again and again, but it was tough because, it's just not something that a lot of people do, man. Just stay on campus by yourself with no family around. You practically by yourself on the campus. You just know you got the gym, man, and that's just where I just found myself, man. That's where I reside. Me and my teammate, Josh was a boy.
I don't think that there's any other kids that I've ever met in the entirety of my time that would be able to do what they did. So they were quarantined from, March, middle of March, all the way through. I was bringing them in deodorant, toothpaste, food, whatever they needed. We tried to do as best we possibly could. They knew what they had. They had food, they had a place to sleep, and they had a gym, right? And they were able to work on their bodies. If you take it into this year, they were not able to leave for Thanksgiving as well. They will not leave for Christmas. It's a long time without seeing any family, and a long time for the most part without seeing the outside world. And I don't think anybody else could be able to accomplish what they did. Before the guys were to come to campus, we told them 2 things were going to happen. 1, we're going to play games. 2, if we get shut down, we have the ability to close the doors, train you at a high level, and still be able to play multiple teams here on campus. There's a lot of kids, in the country right now that are not able to do so. And we let them know that they're privileged to be able to go out and play, right? In the midst of a pandemic, they're still able to, with all the precautions, go out there and test themselves. And they know that, they recognize it, and they appreciate it, and I think that's why they're a hungry group because of it.
Getting my team back and my teammates, man, really excited, of course. I think that our group is really special, and we can do great things.
Eric Daly for the slam, and he gets one.
Being back after COVID brought a lot of excitement to my eyes, and basketball was taken away from us for like 5-6 months. This year's team dynamic is pretty good. Everybody has a great chemistry, a lot of unselfish players on this team.
Diabate able to get the interception, has Tamar Bates. Bates looking for the slam again, and a repeat.
Team goal is we want to win a national championship. We'll never have that conversation again. We will never talk about it. We've just put together a format in which you've got to win each individual day. And if you do that, then come game day, it's easy. That's just a 32-minute test, right? The 24 hours in a day is what you have to win. End goal is obviously to win it. We'll never have a conversation about that again. We're going to find out if we're positively going in the right direction, each of them as a man and then as a unit. And if we do that, then I think good things can happen for the group.
You ever have that day? That day, that very moment, you got better. Your better got better. What if that day was every day?
Welcome to the Bradenton area, where the easy pace of island life comes naturally in this coastal playground with endless white sand beaches, stunning natural preserves, relaxing vibes all around, and it's a seafood lover's paradise. Stay a while to explore downtown Bradenton with top-rated attractions and a friendly community set along the Bradenton Riverwalk. Come lose yourself in the sun-drenched Gulf Coast of Florida and change your reality in the Bradenton area. Learn more at BradentonGulfIslands.com.
The academic programs at IMG Academy are designed to be complementary to our athletic programs, but our goal is to be admitted and successful at the nation's most select institutions. The competition that's out on the field or on the court turns over into the classroom where students are looking to push themselves. Each year, we generally feature National Merit Scholars, AP Scholars, the Service Academies, the Ivy Leagues, elite academic D3 institutions, and everywhere in between. Ultimately, we want to provide the best fit for each of our student athletes. The academic program has 3 tracks. First and foremost is our college preparatory track. Then we have a full honors track beginning in 8th grade. And then lastly, we have AP courses for our most academically competitive students. Over the last few years, the academic program has grown both in its physical size, as we recently added 30,000 square feet for increased number of classrooms, a dedicated English as a second language space, 2 hands-on engineering labs, as well as a broadcast TV studio space. We've increased the overall number of faculty to help keep our class sizes down, as well as add depth and breadth to the curriculum by adding new courses each year. At IMG Academy, our goal is to provide the skills and the knowledge to help our student athletes prepare for success at their chosen college or university.
We're going to talk a little bit about wall training.
Let's go.
full body workout. So let's go.
Welcome back to IMG Academy. Drew Felios here. Friday night basketball brought to you by Under Armour. Ascenders leading by 18 as we start quarter number 3. Open jumper taken and just off by Walker. Good rebound underneath and the stick back by Gus Yalden, who has played really nicely off the bench. Naples has tried to run and go step for step with the Ascenders. Had some good moments in that first half, but IMG a little bit overpowering. And now going right to work is Jarris Walker with the big dunk. And a turnover now by the Golden Eagles. So IMG Academy, again, if you're just joining us, had a little bit of a slow start. Late in the first quarter, started to kick it into high gear, and then they dominated that second quarter. Shot from the corner, this one just off. Boarded now by Yeomans. Theork has been a spark. Here he is, taking the jumper as Yalden comes away with a rebound. All right, up this time, and the ball will be turned over to Naples. Skip pass now, and this is Bates finding Walker inside. Diabate trying to get position, got such great feet. Ball was knocked away. He wanted a foul, not that time. And this is Theork. Both teams trading missed shots here. That one goes down. Nice move. Eric Daly, the lefty, able to get it to go. Tell you what, Naples really playing well in this game so far. IMG physically a little bit overpowering. Golden Eagles, though, trying to stay in this one. And we got a foul on the floor. Now Daly inside. Oh, nicely done. Good feed over to Yalden. It's 49-25. Ball tipped away. This is Diabate. Diabate laid it off. And now this is Bailey. And a 3-second call. Rarely do you see that call made, but that's the case this time, and the ball will go over to Naples. Naples, you see a team that is undersized, obviously, here tonight. They want to use their speed, try and disrupt what the Ascenders were doing. Still, IMG eventually, that size, that stamina, that talent, and no real drop-off when players check into the game. Eventually it gets to you. Here we go. Eric Daly, the big throwdown. Now it's to Clona. Ball will stay with the Golden Eagles. 51-25. A nice surge here right out of halftime from the Ascenders. Cross-court pass. Intercepted, just wasn't going to get there. Senders about to strike again. Good hands by Devin Moore, knocked it out of bounds. Had a chance to watch Tampa Catholic play earlier this season. They took on Bishop McLaughlin. That game was up in Spring Hill, the northern part of the Tampa Bay area. Tampa Catholic's a very, very good basketball team. IMG beat them by 30 plus as Diabate goes to town once again. So the numbers this Ascenders team is putting up really just unheard of by a high school team. Go to the lob. And now the big line change for the home team. Batchelor checks in. Howard checks in. Bradley checks in as well. And Ezra Soar checks in as the fourth man. Senders have officially doubled up Naples, 53-25. Win tonight will give IMG their 10th of this 20 and 21 season. Happy New Year, everybody. Didn't say that before we came on tonight. As Batchelor tees one up, finally able to knock one home. Tell you what, when he checked in the first half, was a little bit shaky in the early action, but now you can see he's starting to get his legs under him. Long shot, this time forced. And you start to see Naples playing further and further away from the basket. Struggling to get their looks right now, but there's a good one. Tony Green with that reverse layup. Zach Johnson checks in, and he replaces Theork. And James Cone checks in as well for Naples. Strong take. Sherrod Lord fouled. That's Bradley, rather, going to the hole for IMG. As he will now step up to the line. So Jaden Bradley, one of the top players in the class of 2022. Did not start the game tonight. When you look at the offers, the list of interest that he has, so impressive. Is he going to stay in the Southeast? Is he going to play for perhaps the University of Florida? Will it be Georgia? Will he be an SEC guy? Or will he head up north? Schools like DePaul also bidding for his services. Poked away. Diabate with those good hands. And now the Ascenders set it up. Bradley swings it over. Howard and traveling. Jet Howard couldn't believe it. He had that big three just before halftime that really propelled the Ascenders here into the second half as he hustles right back down court. It's another question. They talk about college destinations. Where is Jet Howard going to play his college ball? We'll talk about that later as DeClona tees one up. So the spark off the bench for Naples continues to give them a nice lift. Here's that press. See how IMG handles it. Howard in the lane. Nicely done. Yeomans now backs it out. It's come up on 90 seconds to play in this third quarter. There's a floater. Tony Green scores again. Green has been the high man thus far for Naples. Howard. Quick passing and losing it as Asor. As the Golden Eagles will have possession. Sherrod Lord checks in now for Naples. Tonight here in this gym is the place to be. Outside it is 64 degrees, but it feels like about 44. The wind is whistling here in Manatee County. And you take a look at Diabate. He's had a nice night so far for IMG. And we're going to have a big line change here for Naples. All 5 players replaced. Coach Garrett Hall, I don't think he liked what his team on the floor was giving him right there at the moment, so wants to send a message by replacing everybody. Now it's Howard. Kick it over. Batchelor, too strong on the 3. Theork pulls up his dribble. Cunningham in the lane. Couldn't cash in. Under a minute in this third quarter. Duclona. Good effort. Tried to bank it off the glass, but there's Diabate cleaning up the miss. Bradley tries to settle things now. A little helter-skelter here as this third quarter comes to a close. And a foul will be called on Cunningham. Cunningham not backing down from Jaden Bradley. Yeah, taking the challenge right now. Bradley going right at him and right by him. Good pass to Diabate as he puts it in. .30-point lead for IMG. It's 62-32. And timeout going to be called here by Garrett Hull, the head coach for Naples. Coach Hull, 34 years old, a Naples High alum, and former player at Florida Southern. Now we'll get his team together and give him some instruction. I'll tell you what, it is such a daunting task for any team to come in here and try and take on this talented national IMG ball club. Coached by Sean McAloon. He has done an outstanding job blending this talent. It's one thing to have great players on your roster, but it's another thing to get every guy to play together, to be on the same page like these guys are. So Golden Eagles will throw it in here. Duclona. And the final 10 seconds of the third quarter. Diabate, good defense that time. 1 second, got to get it off. It's not going to count. Would not, even if it had gone down. 62-32, 30-point lead for the Ascenders as we head to the fourth quarter. Friday night basketball brought to you by Under Armour. Welcome back to IMG Academy. Fourth quarter underway. It's Naples and it's IMG here tonight. And a 62-32 lead. Pull-up jumper. This is a 3. Nice rebound. Theork has been a terror tonight. He's able to get it to go off the glass. And you can see Naples not even looking at the scoreboard. They just want to try and give the Ascenders all they can handle the rest of the way. Bradley falls down, and we'll have a timeout. IMG will talk it over as this fourth quarter begins in a frantic fashion. So tonight, tremendous performances by Musa Diabate. Also, Jaden Bradley has played well for IMG. Walker, Jarris Walker, has had himself a night as well. Very balanced game. And in my conversation with Coach McAloon, I asked him which player has really stood out on your team. And he was hesitant to really point out one or two. He said, we knew who all these guys were whenever they came here. And they've pretty much all lived up to that billing. Ball lost out of bounds, and it belonged to Naples. IMG digging in defensively, caused the turnover. Now running the floor! Two-handed throwdown. Ezra Soar. Wow. DeClona. Shot off again. Now the Ascenders facing some defense here and a hand check. Lewis Hutchinson will be called. And IMG will now get the basketball out of bounds. Again, they work quickly. Oh, Batchelor tried to stuff. He runs back down the court smiling. He wanted that one. As that's a nice take by Theork on the other end. Reed Cunningham's going to come out here. And the Ascenders will have the basketball. 64-36 is the score. Officials a little confused, trying to figure out which way the basketball's going here. That ball belongs to IMG. Oh, yeah. Bradley operating now against that full court press. Batchelor finally gets his dunk. Now it's Cone. Batchelor comes away with it. Howard. Batchelor leading the break, sharing it. Asor. It's a dunk fest right now. Tony Green. Run again. Batchelor. Reverse time. Now Noah Batchelor starting to have some fun. 68-36. Senators continue to play some impressive basketball. Anthony Gilks will check in. The freshman in the game for the first time for the Ascenders. Jaden Bradley comes out. Bradley, a little bit of a quiet night here tonight. Really did a good job setting up his teammates and stabilizing things up against a frantic Naples defense. So his contribution tonight not really going to be translated into points or assists. It's just the way that the Ascenders were able to kind of dictate the tempo here. Sneak it inside the lane. And ball will be sent out. Naples will have it with just over 5 minutes to play. Drew Felios with you, filling in tonight for the great Ryan Sudol, who is usually sitting in this seat. Thrilled to have with me Zach Ritchie, Logan Butler, Justin Hamilton, those guys on cameras doing a great job as always. And IMG shining here at home. Gonna have a foul. Let's see where this ball's gonna end up. Looks like IMG's gonna take it out underneath. So the Ascenders trying to get right to it. Tipped away, and this is Green. So Tony Green showing his athleticism. Batchelor. And one. Noah Batchelor. He can be a slasher, certainly. Known as a shooter, but loves to take it inside, mix it up with the big people down low. Coming down from that Maryland, Washington, D.C. area. He's really found a home here in Manatee County. And IMG, the perfect place for him to hone his skills. 73-38. Here, coming up with 4 minutes to go. Ascenders closing in on what is going to be their 10th victory of the season. And free throws coming up. This is Jonas DeCluna. DeCluna is that sixth man, that X factor for Naples. Tony Green will come out. Tony Green, an impressive player. I can see why. He is the lone guy offered by Coppin State. Well, you just get the sense more schools are going to find out about this young man. And he is going to be playing at the next level for sure, and he is going to shine. Howard over to Batchelor. Batchelor going to get called. I believe he stepped on the line that time right as he caught the basketball. Naples sharing it. Trying to power it up. Comes off the rim. Kerry Brown with the second effort. And now the Ascenders. Oh, took a hit. Gilks just absolutely took a shot right to the face as he went to the bucket. Referees really letting him play here in this frantic environment. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow points towards IMG. And more players now checking in for the first time, trying to get into the book for the Golden Eagles. Naples going to fall to 12-2 after tonight, while IMG is going to now be in double digits for victories. Their 10th win coming here on this court. Under 2 minutes. Another outstanding performance from the Ascenders. Gilks lost it out of bounds. You can just see the freshman, Anthony Gilks, just kind of Just waiting for the game to come to him, but of course he wants to sort of exert himself on the pace as well. Tony Green comes in off the bench, or he's waiting. He's going to wait at the scorer's table before he checks in. Interesting, you would think that Green's night would be through here as we come up on a minute, but simply cannot get enough. He has been tested tonight by this star-studded IMG lineup. And Green now will check in. Howard will come out also. Gus Yalden comes in for him. Gus Yalden is a throwback basketball player. Only a sophomore and only going to grow and get bigger and better. .5-point lead right now for the Ascenders. Stepping through. Oh, would have been a circus shot if Gilks could have found a way to make it happen. Gilks gets another opportunity. Can't score again. Yalden, good effort on the follow. And now a final shot at the buzzer. And that'll do it. An entertaining end to this game here tonight. IMG 73-38 victorious over Naples. So a tremendous night of basketball from here on campus at IMG Academy. Once again, the Ascenders get it done. They're now 10-0 on the season. Once again, the final, 73-38. I'm Drew Felios. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been IMG Academy Basketball, brought to you by Under Armour.